About chapter number 4, right? And we talked about projectile motion. So the last topic we will do in chapter number 4 is uniform circular motion. Okay? Okay. This is the last topic of chapter 4. After this there is a topic, but we are not including that. Okay. So we will stop after uniform circular motion for chapter number 4. So you are familiar with uniform circular motion. What do you understand by uniform circular motion? क्या होता है यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन? नो, अब तक जो मोशन हम पढ़ रहे थे we were on a horizontal or vertical. पहले first of all we started with the horizontal motion, which means a motion along x-axis, right? Okay, then we started with vertical motion, then we went towards vertical motion, which is either upwards or downwards. So we did this in chapter number 2. Okay, now we are talking about circular motion. Circular motion means you are moving in a circle. What's the example of a circular motion?
Centripetal motion.
Okay, centripetal force, centripetal motion, centripetal. What is centripetal force? And what is centripetal acceleration, for example? What do you mean by centripetal? Circular motion means the motion is along a circle. Okay. So what's important in a circle? It means it's about a certain fixed point. Okay, you're moving around a certain fixed point, which is called the center. Okay, so everything happens with respect to the center, and therefore we have the term centripetal force, centripetal acceleration, right? And you know that in order to balance the centripetal force, there is also the centrifugal force, right? Okay, examples, you can for example ride your bike in a circle, but you know that riding a bike, for example, or a car is different. You experience a different force when you are going in a straight path and when you are going in a circular path, right? Okay, this also affects your velocity and this also affects your acceleration. So these are the main things that we are studying. Okay, so one of the things we know about a circle and that we have to know is the center of the circle. Another thing we know about a circle is the radius of the circle, right? You also know that when you're driving a car, for example, if there's a round circular path, there's always a warning sign to decrease your speed, okay, because there are more chances of having an accident if you go at a fast speed because you are experiencing the centripetal force. Okay, so it's different than when you're going on a straight path, right? Okay, so let us say this is a body that is moving. It can be anything. It can even be a ball you are rotating in a circle, right? It can be a stone you are rotating. It can be an aeroplane. It can be a car. It can be a bike. The same physical concepts will apply. Now, when we are going in the x direction, for example, we know that v takes the direction of motion. We were describing it in terms of the angle theta with respect to the x-axis. Then we talked about vertical motion, and in this case we know that we have to consider whether the body is going upwards or downwards, and accordingly we have to understand the rules when the initial velocity is 0 and when the final velocity is 0 and when g is positive and when g is negative. You know, these are the, and then the acceleration becomes g in that case, right? Now we are talking about circular motion. If this ball is moving, let's say in this direction is anti-clockwise direction or counter-clockwise direction. What will be the direction of the velocity? Same means what will be the direction of the velocity here? What will be the direction of the velocity here? What will be the direction of the velocity here? What will be the direction of the velocity here? Will it be the same? कांस्टेंट होगी वेलोसिटी की डायरेक्शन, डायरेक्शन विल बी द सेम मीन्स व्हाट, एक किस तरफ होगी, नॉर्थ साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट, या एंगल से बताना चाहें? हाँ, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज इज नॉट अ डायरेक्शन. हाँ, who will answer this? Does the direction of the velocity remain the same or does it change? It continuously changes. Why? Because the direction of the velocity is along the tangent. The direction of velocity v in circular motion is along the tangent. Along the tangent. What is a tangent? What is a tangent? How do you define a tangent? A line that is 90 degree to the point we begin. अगर circle में उसका tangent है तो exactly 90 degree. हाँ. So the tangent of the circle varies at every point, है ना? Change होता है ना वो सल. It's not the same. So you look at the radius and you look at the point where your body is, whether it's a bike or a car or whatever, and then you draw a perpendicular to the radius at that point, and this will be the direction of velocity. Okay, now at this point if you join this to the center, that's the radius, then the tangent is at this direction. Okay, at this point again you use the same method of drawing the tangent, and then you see the direction of the velocity is constantly or continuously changing at every point on the circular path. Okay, and here the tangent will be like this. Therefore, can we say the velocity of a body in circular motion is constant? बोल के बताओ. No, of course not. Why? Because velocity is a vector quantity, and even if the magnitude remains the same, the direction is continuously changing. So we cannot say that it is constant velocity. It may be constant speed, but it cannot be constant velocity. That's one point to notice. The second point is, what is the direction of the acceleration in the case of a body moving in a circular path? What is the direction of the acceleration? The body is always accelerated towards the center, right? So the body is always accelerated towards the center. So at every point, now if it's this means that when you're driving a car along a circular path, right, you slow your speed because you're experiencing a force towards the center. आप नहीं उसको control करेंगे तो वो एकदम गिरेगी जाके, right? So this is known as the centripetal acceleration, right? And it is written as A is equal to V squared over R. This is the centripetal acceleration. Okay. Now the radius of the circle is, this is the radius of the circle. Okay, this is the velocity, this is the acceleration. Now there is a difference between speed and velocity, let us be clear about that. Okay. In addition, during this acceleration at constant speed, okay, the speed is constant, the velocity is not constant. ठीक है? अच्छा, if you treat it as a vector, it's the velocity. If you're looking at just the magnitude, it's the speed. ठीक हो गया? Okay, and what is the term circumference? What do you mean by circumference? Circumference सबको पता है क्या होता है? Yes. What is the circumference? You're familiar with the word circumference? सबको पता है? सर्कल का जो बाउंड्री होती है या पाथ होता है या पेरीमीटर होता है, यू स्टडीड दीज थिंग्स इन स्कूल, राइट? वो दैट इज कॉल्ड द सर्कमफ्रेंस. व्हाट्स द फॉर्मूला फॉर द सर्कमफ्रेंस? 2 pi r. So the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Therefore, the distance covered by a body moving in a circle is 2 pi r. So what is the time taken for a body to move along a circle? the time will be distance divided by velocity. यही फॉर्मूला होगा ना, बट दिस टाइम इसको हम कैपिटल T से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं बिकॉज इट्स कॉल्ड टाइम पीरियड. इट हैज़ अ स्पेसिफिक नेम which is called time period. Time period is defined as the time required to complete one complete circular path or circle or rotation. Okay, so this is 2 pi r over v. Sometimes it's called time period, sometimes it's called just simply period. So in your book, for example, it's written period. So T is called the period of revolution or simply the period of the motion. It is in general the time for a particle to go around a closed path exactly once. You can highlight this if you want. So these are the two important formulas in this topic. The one is for the centripetal acceleration, the second is for the time period, and the rest of the concepts are similar to what you've already studied before. ठीक है, इसके नीचे इसका proof है. I am not going to do the proof. I want you to first understand the concepts and then I want you to practice using those concepts to solve problems. That's the main objective. Okay, so rather than taking the time to do the proof, you can look at this on your own. I will not give you the proof in the exam. Okay, rather I will give you the problems. Okay, so let's go to a problem and see how we can use these formulas. Is that clear now? अब सबको समझ आ रही है ना तैयारी कैसे कर रहे हैं हम लोग? So first you clarify your concepts, you understand the main formulas in that topic, and then you use those formulas to solve the example.